Welcome to Saas Bahu and Auntie Eve.
This is a podcast for every girl who's thinking of getting married and every woman जिसकी शादी हो चुकी है
Unfortunately.
and needs a place to vent खुलेआम.
Yeah, I know all about that. I'm 40 years old and I've been married almost 11 years now. You know me as S.
And I'm 26 years old and I'm getting married this year. You know me as V.
In the last episode, we spoke about sassurs and all the red flags that they can come up with.
Oh my god, I've gone back and shared that conversation with so many of my friends and they were just like, what? Never thought about that.
Yeah, it only comes with experience, you know.
I agree.
Yeah, Instagram doesn't tell you anything about any of that. Anyway, if you're wondering what we're talking about, go listen to the first episode again. What are you doing? So today we're going to talk about something which we touched upon in the last episode. Are bahus allowed to have friends?
Are you?
I mean, I have them. Am I allowed to have them? Who knows?
That's a clever answer.
Yeah. Because, you know, at some point after 10, 11 years, you have to become a bit of a dheet with
Yeah.
everything. So, yeah, I mean, I have not faced this problem, but I know a lot of my friends have. And a couple of them have gotten divorced also over it.
Over it?
I mean, it's been one of the factors, yeah. Because it symbolizes a lack of freedom, right? And the desire to control
Yeah.
a woman's every aspect of her life because
Yeah.
how can she have friends? I mean, that's absurd, right? Would you say that to your daughter as a parent? Ki You
Yeah.
can't have friends.
Yeah, and I think what it also shows to a woman is that it only starts there. Having no friends is like basically putting you in a box and saying, you stay here, we come meet you, and that's your life. You
Yeah.
don't go out of the box,
Yeah.
you don't have thoughts, just stay there. I think it's that. So, one of the reasons why it's one of the reasons is because of that, right? Because they just, for a woman, it just tells you, oh my God, this is where it starts.
Yeah, completely. And for a lot of women, it might feel like कि चलो ठीक है, अब मेरी शादी हो गई है, you know, things need to be different. I need to grow up and I need to be mature and I can't have these same friends. I mean, what do you even think of your friends if you feel they can't grow up with you?
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand that. And again, you know how we discussed the last time, ki it feels something like wearing a suit at home can
Yeah.
feel like a small compromise. This also can feel like a small compromise.
Yeah.
Till it becomes so big that it just takes over your marital life completely. Like, you know, everything becomes about, God, I don't even have the freedom to have friends over.
Yeah. And I think you would never expect a man to not have friends after marriage. In fact, I think whenever you do get married, the one thing that gets to a man, like they get insecure about कि भाई मेरे को control मत करना. Like I have my friends, I like to meet my friends, you know, after work. Don't try to stop me.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be in the guys gang. Like it's always a thing कि अच्छा हो अब तो तू अपनी बीवी के साथ आएगा. So the guys always think like that कि मेरे दोस्तों को ये ना लगे कि मेरी शादी होगी तो मैं बदल गई. तो
शादी तो बर्बादी है.
yeah, and they overcompensate for it.
Yeah.
They meet their friends more often, and I think that's why a lot of married couples have those fights from the women's angle, right?
Yep.
कि भाई थोड़ा घर रह ले. I am taking care of the house. I'm taking care of your parents. I'm preparing the dinner, and you're coming at 1 in the night just because you're with friends. So I think there's a flip side to it also. But yeah, you know, a friend of mine recently got married. I think it's been like a year or so, and she was the most outgoing person that I knew of. Like I would see her and she could lighten up a room. Like she
God,
would
I
just
think
be
I know
like-
where the story is going.
Yeah, she would lighten up a room, and how? In fact, her husband was not like that. He's a great man, but like he's not that outgoing. He would rely on her for the social gatherings. Like she would be the one that initiates a social gathering, and he would just like tag along. कि अच्छा, he liked it,
Yeah.
but he just didn't have his own sort of like place. I think it's been like more than a year since she's been married, and I don't think I've seen her more than like 4, 5 times.
Oh my God.
After I've initiated those plans. It's not like she has come up to me and been like कि भाई Saturday है हम घर पे क्या कर रहे हैं बाहर चल, which was the case earlier. Now it's like one random weekday, because I'm also busy with wedding planning and all. So one random weekday I'll just be like, oh, it's been such a long time, I haven't spoken to her or I haven't even met her, what's going on? So I would text her कि क्या चल रहा है, मिलना है, I'll come over, I'll come to your house, I'll sit with you. But it would always end up with some like excuse
Yeah.
for me to not come over. It would be like कि नहीं नहीं मिल ही रहे हैं इतने दिनों बाद तो बाहर कहीं चलते हैं. Even if I would tell her कि नहीं बैठ कहीं घर बैठते हैं, we'll have a cup of chai, we'll have the same times you know we had earlier, but it would always have some excuse. Very recently I had a very open chat with her ki what's going on with you, is it something that I did you not like something I did and that's why you're like distancing yourself? To which she said, yaar, the thing is, if I take out the time to come out, my in-laws would just feel like that hours could have been used better at home.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like if let's say if I meet you in the morning, then the morning routine gets broken for the day. If I meet you in the evening, then what time will I come back home? And I'm telling you, इस लड़की के अपने parents, she would enter home at 4 and they would be sleeping and they wouldn't care. And मैं नजर लगाती थी उसको because I have strict parents. मैं बोलती थी क्या है भाई तेरे घर वाले पूछते क्यों नहीं है तुझसे?
यही हुआ है उसके साथ, नजर ही लगी है.
तो मेरी ही नजर लगी. I think she got the opposite like in-laws. I don't know how she's settling in it with it. Like we did talk about it a little. I don't know whether she's compromising or whether she thinks she's okay with it. But yeah, that's the case. That's her story.
Yeah, and it really sucks because it completely changes a person, no? Especially women. Like,
Yeah.
she, even in her own home, if she's allowed to visit her parents for long periods of
Yeah.
time, because generally these things go hand in hand.
She's not. You're right.
Yeah, see?
She's not.
So she's totally different there also, and her parents, I'm sure, can't really say anything, do anything because she's accepted it. She's not complaining about it.
Yeah.
She's not saying, I don't want to live like this.
Yeah. She
you know?
somehow I think they've formed a bubble around her in which she thinks that the life she's leading right now is actually more fun than the life she led before. I think they've made her
Like
to
it's an evolution.
like it's an evolution कि यार अब I've grown up, तुम नहीं समझ रहे हो, तुम तो बच्चे हो, अभी तुम्हें समझ आएगा. Like she's become one of those people who would say things like तुम्हें समझ आएगा because she thinks she enjoys that life, which is honestly like sad sometimes because I do feel like
Yeah, of course it is.
it's not in her hands also. I don't blame her. I don't think she's the culprit here. It's because we've been taught as young women also when we were not married, देखो लाइफ बदलेगी, थोड़े कॉम्प्रोमाइजेस करने पड़ेंगे, चेंज होंगी जिंदगी, थोड़ा एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा. तो हमारी लाइफ में जब भी कोई छोटी या बड़ी एडजस्टमेंट भी आती है हमें लगता है अच्छा शायद यही सिखाया था. दिस इज दैट एडजस्टमेंट दैट आई हैव टू मेक. सो द वुमेन मोल्ड देमसेल्व्स इन दैट एडजस्टमेंट, नॉट रियलाइजिंग दैट दिस इज नॉट probably what they had to do.
Yeah, that's true because no one, it's not a part of being a good wife that you can't have friends.
Yeah.
That you can't have a social life of your own. That makes no
Yeah.
sense. It makes you a better person, if anything, you know, just having interactions with somebody outside of your home.
Yeah.
Outside of the people you see every day.
I mean, if you were married in a house where there's a daughter also, I keep thinking, would the parents, the in-laws and the parents, whatever,
Yeah.
would stop or think that if their daughter gets married, her in-laws don't allow her to meet her childhood friends or her parents?
Yeah.
Would they like to be put in that position, but they would expect that from the bahu because
Of course.
it's just how it is, which is of course again like I think sad. Do you have any like such stories from?
See,
Did that happen with you firstly?
no, it didn't happen with me. But again, I feel like it didn't happen with me because I didn't have very pushy in-laws.
Yeah.
I have traditional in-laws. I don't have very pushy in-laws.
Yeah.
And I didn't sort of give them much space to even, you know, tell me ki what they think I should
Yeah.
live like.
Yeah.
So I used to just, you know, like I was actually freer at my in-laws' place when I was living with them
Wow.
than with my parents because I could not wave to my mother at 11 p.m. and say, bye, मैं जा रही हूँ.
Yeah.
Which I could do with my mother-in-law because I would just walk out of the room and wave to her on the way while she'd be sitting in the living room. क्योंकि bye, मैं जा रही हूँ. While she would just be like, कहाँ, कैसे and all that, and I would be out of the house.
Yeah.
How much is she going to scold me, right? Because for them, it was very कि जो हम बोलेंगे, it has to go through her husband, our son. And he would also be like, ये कोई बात है बोलने वाली कि बाहर नहीं जा सकती, like this makes no sense. So it never came back to me, even if it happened. And I'm sure it must have happened at some point, but it never came back to me. So anyway, it never happened with me, but it has happened to friends of mine. And one particular friend, she is now divorced, good for her. But her in-laws were never restrictive in the sense कि, you know, घर पे कोई नहीं आ सकता or something like that. But the house that they made her live in, it was a 3 BHK, barely 3, actually 2.5 BHK type of thing. And उसमें there was already her brother-in-law's wife, kids, her in-laws, and her husband. So that's a lot of people for a small
that's
house.
a lot of people.
Right? Especially with children involved.
Yeah.
They need place to run around and whatnot. So all she had to herself was a tiny little room.
Yeah.
Which was basically वो जो third bedroom कहते हैं ना जो घर में जो forcibly बनाया होता है balcony अंदर करके, that type of room. तो वैसे टाइप का उसके पास एक रूम था where if I had to visit her, and when I got married I lived fairly close to her house, like I would say maybe 10-15 minutes away, and we were like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, now we are really going to be that close where we don't even have to think of कि oh यहाँ मिल लेते तो बीच का रास्ता है, whatever. We could just go to each other's houses. It was great. Then I realized that going to her house was such a pain because us sitting in that room meant the whole house could hear us.
Yeah.
The walls were that thin. Like there was a time when I was sitting outside in the living room with her mother-in-law while she was getting ready or something, we were going out. And I could hear her in the bathroom. And I was like, this is nuts.
This is nuts, yeah.
Like this makes no sense to me. But anyway, whenever I used to go see her also, it was very, very restrictive, you know, like you couldn't say certain things, you couldn't act a certain way. You had to be very sanskari in your behavior and, you know, very like palatable for uncles and aunties, which we are not. I mean, you're not ever with your friends, right? You're just crazy.
You can say whatever.
Yeah, you can say whatever. You use just like cuss words and everything, which you can't do in front of parents. But her mother-in-law would always be there, you know, somehow. And now I don't know if that was a sort of a welcoming gesture, ki her friends should feel welcome.
Yeah, that I'm also sitting with them.
That I'm also sitting with them. Or was it like a controlling thing, ki I should know what they're talking about? Because I used to hear, even when we were sitting in her room, we only did that once, we never did that again because it was just ridiculous. When we were sitting in her room, I could hear people walking around outside. And I was just like, if I could hear everything sitting outside, then they can hear. Exactly, they can hear us. And when two married women who are close friends get together, what do you think we're going to talk about? We are going to talk about our husbands, about our in-laws.
Yeah, definitely not about the new show that's come on Netflix. Not that.
No.
We would talk about like the things that are actually happening in your life.
Correct, which is far more entertaining than Netflix, I have to say.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Exactly. And we couldn't drink at all.
Of course.
You know, it's just not done, right? You can't drink and have a good time or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, then we did that just once. And eventually, of course, the restrictiveness of the space got so much that she, of course, ended the marriage. And good for her, she's now thriving and has no sort of, you know, like there are no restrictions. She can meet anyone whenever. Whoever.
Which is such a basic thing, but we're saying it like, oh wow, she's gotten an achievement.
Yeah.
She can meet anybody. It feels like an achievement.
It feels so normal to say now. But when you get married into such a setup, you feel like this is such a privilege which I took for granted pehle. That I could just get up and go wherever, or anyone could just come to my house and stay the night, you know?
By that, I actually remember I have a very close friend, one of my closest friends. She lives in Dubai. And a couple of days ago, I sent her some reel on Instagram, which was like an emotional reel, like a friend reel that, you know, I'm going to miss you or whatever. I know things are changing. To which she sent me a huge ass message, okay? I wish I could read that out loud right now, but of course I can't. But it was a huge message wherein she was basically rambling her inner thoughts. She just basically wrote them down that, you know, I get it that you're getting married and I get that things will change. And I'm okay with that because of everybody changes. And in fact, even if I'm not getting married, my life is changing because I'm living in Dubai and not in India anymore.
Yeah.
But the fact that when you were not married, we were like in college or abhi bhi ek saal pehle tak bhi, I could just come to your house.
Yeah.
Unplanned, show up at your door and say, I've come to stay.
Yeah.
And then that one day plan, more often than not, would turn into a 3-day night stay. Just casually. I would just force her, mat ja ghar. Arey yaar mat ja, man nahi kar raha. Pure din we would just sit and chill. And one thing that was in her message that really hit me hard was that I would miss the nothingness of us sitting together. That, you know, we would be in your room. Your mom would be sleeping. There was nothing in the house. I would raid your fridge like it was mine. Bring something to eat, something to drink. We would be on your bed. You would have your own laptop on, I would have my own laptop on, and we would do nothing because we had so much time together. Once you get married, even though you have a good house, your husband's great, and things, touch wood, might be good.
Yeah.
Every time now we meet, it wouldn't be that because we wouldn't meet so often. Which is an acceptance that we need to have. You wouldn't. You have your life. You will have so much more family members to look after,
Yeah.
whatever. So that nothingness that we had, that I could come to your home and use my laptop, would not be there. That privilege would not be there because
Yeah.
every time we meet, we would just be like, oh, tell me
Yeah.
what's happening, what's
Yeah.
happening. There
Yeah.
would be no nothingness anymore. And I was just so, that hit me like a rock that, yeah, that's true. Like
That's so simple, but so beautiful.
so
though.
simple, you know,
Yeah.
ki just that, ki we're just sitting. It wouldn't be the case. She can't, I mean, of course, I hope that we still have that relationship, but to be realistic, she wouldn't just come over to my
Yeah.
new house and
Yeah.
just be like, मैं 3 दिन रुकने आ गई हूँ. Things would be different. You know, it wouldn't be the same as, let's say, at my own house. So yeah, I do feel it's sometimes hard to think of a line after getting married, before getting married, that friendship line.
Yeah.
It's hard to think how that relationship would go on
Yeah.
and grow. But again, coming back to the point, I think it's very important to like have in-laws and your partner that don't think of your life as some alien life that now has to be changed because it
Or-
was the
yeah.
incorrect thing that you were doing.
Yeah.
So now it has to be changed. It has to be the same. Of course, you make adjustments.
But
you don't-
everybody should be
Everybody
making
should. I
adjustments.
mean, in fact, even your partner should.
Yeah.
Your partner cannot behave like a chada guy after
Exactly.
he's married. He has to
Exactly.
act like a married man. He can't just say at 1 a.m. in the night,
मैं जा रहा हूँ.
मैं जा रहा हूँ.
हाँ.
कहाँ जा रहा हूँ? मैं ऋषिकेश जा रहा हूँ दोस्तों के साथ. जाओ. I mean, I'm not saying, but like you need to have like a plan. Like
Yeah.
you're married.
बता के जाओ.
बता के जाओ. You have a woman who's sitting at your house.
Exactly.
Sleeping in your room with your family. Just act like it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, see, that, oh my God, that pisses me off so much. Like, I am not a paying guest.
Yeah.
Firstly. And if I am, treat me like that, I'll be very happy. But yeah, you can't treat me like कि you know जब मन करा बता दिया, बीवी बना दिया, और जब मन करा ऐसे इग्नोर ही कर दिया.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know, I don't even have a word for it. कि
Yeah.
what you feel like when you're just told, you know, कि अच्छा मैं तो जा रहा हूँ 2-3 दिनों के लिए दोस्तों के
Yeah.
साथ, you stay here with my parents or my siblings or whatever in my house, in my comfort zone
Yeah.
that I have brought you into, just to leave you here.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
This was a fun chat. Okay, one takeaway that you would like to give to like someone who's just getting married to have boundaries, and if someone, let's say, is married for like 10-15 years and listening to this podcast and realizing that she's been put in a position where maybe she's lost herself,
Yeah.
what would you like to say to her? Ki, listen, there's like a way out, maybe.
So, okay, I'm going to get a little like big picture here.
Okay.
Okay, first and foremost, each one of these problems is solvable with something we've been told so much: financial independence.
Yeah.
Because
I
with financial independence comes the freedom to say, look, I want to move out of your parents' house. I can't live like this. I have the financial capacity to do this. So do you. You know, so both of us together can manage a household on our own.
Yeah.
Right? So financial independence really, really helps in this case. Secondly, if you don't have that, you know, if you haven't had that from the beginning and now you feel that it's too late to sort of
Yeah.
start a career or something, which I don't believe is the case like
Ever.
90% of the
Yeah.
time. Everyone can do something or the other
Yeah.
if they really put their mind to it. But if you think that that is the case, कि बच्चे हो गए हैं, things like that,
Yeah, things are not working out. It's okay.
then I would say that you've been in the marriage then for long enough and you've been in this house for long enough to start acting like it's yours.
Yeah.
You know, कि if your in-laws are still, चलो ठीक है, in-laws के पास master bedroom है, fine. But the rest of the house, you have equal ownership, भाई. Start acting like it.
Yeah.
You know, कि ये अगर घर आपके पति को मिल रहा है as an inheritance,
Yeah.
then what's stopping you from saying कि ये मेरा घर है, मैं जिसको भी बुलाऊं, मेरा घर है, मेरे गेस्ट हैं.
Yeah.
You know, अब थोड़ा बहुत तो देखो वो करना पड़ता है कि लड़ाई होनी है तो हो अब.
Hope. Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
it's a little unpleasant in the beginning, and your friends even may get caught up in it because your in-laws, if they are nasty enough, might choose
I agree.
to create a scene in front
Create
of
a
them.
scene. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
है ना?
Prepare
वो भी हो
them.
सकता है. हाँ, prepare them. कि देखो ऐसा हो सकता है, and if your friends are really your friends, they will stick up for you.
They will stay and like fight your
Yeah.
battles with you right beside you, I think.
Yeah, and even if they don't want to fight, they'll just sit there
Yeah.
and be like, हम तो guest है भाई.
I think sometimes just sitting there is also the fight.
Yeah.
Showing we're not gonna back away just because you're showing the side to
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
We're here. Do whatever you want. I think
Yeah.
that's also one of the most biggest things. Like
Exactly. End of the day, remember, it's your house.
Yeah.
Start acting like it.
I agree. I think one thing that I would like to say, because I can't say for the people who've been married, again, maybe 15 years down the line, I'll have some other things to say.
Yeah.
But to someone who is about to get married, I think the only thing I would say is like, it's easy to forget the line when you're about to get married with the little compromises because you feel like I'm going into the new house.
Yeah.
अभी कर लेती हूँ, बाद में अपने हिसाब से मोल्ड कर लूँगी.
कभी नहीं होता.
There is no bad. I'm not saying be a bitch in the beginning of your relationship. I'm saying if you want to be like adjusting, do that. Don't forget the line. Be as adjusting you would for your own 55-year-old parents.
Yeah.
Where you know that यार अब ये इतने के हो गए हैं. I know this is something they will not change about. Let me adjust. Do that for the other parents also. Don't do something that you wouldn't do for your own parents.
Yeah. And you will always know.
You will know in your
always
gut.
know.
You
Yeah.
will know. Like if this is the case, like if you're talking about friends, my parents would never tell me to not meet my friends. They would taunt me once a week कि भाई हमारे साथ बैठ जाया कर, but that's a loving taunt.
Yeah.
That comes from a place that we miss you.
Yeah.
That is fine. But they would never say don't meet them. तुम ज़्यादा बाहर जा रही हो, घर का काम कौन करेगा? ये are not like
Never.
these are not things that you would hear from your parents. So if you hear them from the other set of parents, know that in your heart you know that's wrong. This is not something if you adjust right
Yeah.
now will
Yeah.
later on they'll be like बेटा तुमने 2 साल हमारे लिए बहुत एडजस्ट किया, आज तुम ना जाओ अपनी सारी ख्वाहिशें पूरी करो. ऐसे नहीं होने वाला.
कभी भी नहीं होने वाला.
So-
and when you're making that compromise, you will always, at least with me, it happened. I don't know if it happens with others also, but there's this feeling in the pit of your stomach.
Yeah.
You know कि ऐसे like it's a very sickening type of
Yeah.
feeling. You know कि ये गड़बड़ है.
You know that in relationships also.
Yeah.
You know
ये
that
कुछ
with-
ठीक नहीं है.
Yeah.
So
Believe that.
Yeah, believe it. Absolutely believe it.
Yeah. Find a nice way to present it. I'm not
Yeah.
saying have the first fight about this topic. Find a nice way to put it ahead,
Yeah.
but just don't go ahead with it.
I would say have the first fight about it.
हाँ वैसे
Get it
फर्स्ट
out of
कर
the way.
लेते हो तो फिर आगे बहुत सारी चीजें हैं वो डर भी जाते हैं कि अच्छा अब ना ये बोल देती है तो मे बी
लड़ाकी है, लड़की।
लड़ाकी है लड़की लड़ाकी बन लो.
हाँ, बनो.
बन लो,
It is
yeah.
way better than being the sow little girl sitting in a corner crying about her life.
I've actually seen a lot of house where the girl was a little upfront. Them having much better relationships in the longer run than
Yeah.
the girl who acted like she's okay with everything.
Yeah.
More often than not, they would have the bigger kaleshes than the other chick.
Because also, I tell you something. Again, something I have seen out of experience. जो लड़की आपके साथ लड़ रही है for herself,
Yeah.
just remember if she is married into this family for 5-6 years, she will fight for you also in front of
Yeah.
your relatives who are trying to take your
And-
land or your house or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. And
वो
she's
लड़ेगी.
fighting because she's trying to make it work with you.
Yeah.
If she didn't want to make it work with you, she could literally step out of the house whenever she wants. She's fighting because she's thinking that maybe you and her can come to a place
Yeah.
where it's livable for both of you.
Correct.
So I think go ahead with the Kaleshi ladki. Don't go ahead with someone who's pretending that things are fine because they will end up with like some big issue in the future or whatever.
For sure.
But one thing that you said, and I want to take it ahead for our next podcast, is you talked about your own in-laws and you said they're the traditional kind.
Yeah.
They're not the
The pushy kind.
pushy kind. I think that's something that I still haven't figured out. What's the difference between like let's say someone who comes from a traditional background and someone who's pushy about those things. I think that's a very good like something
Yeah.
that we can talk about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, that's the end of the podcast. See you in the next episode.
Send us your stories about your Kaleshi in-laws and we'll figure something out. Or your in-laws just hear this and stay in line.
We'll see you on the next episode of Saas Bahu and Auntie Eve with the next Kalesh. And remember, don't always be the good girl.
Or the good bahu.